President Trump's spat with his own intelligence leadership is getting even more confusing tonight.
Yeah, tonight the president is essentially saying, forget what you may have seen and heard and just listen to me. KCAL 9 political reporter Dave Bryan joins us with that now. Dave?
Yeah, tonight the president is saying that he and the intelligence officials are on the same page. It's the news media that's to blame for this. The president saying two of his chosen officials, whom yesterday were actually testifying into Congress this week, are now on the same page. He and those who testified on North Korea, ISIS, and a variety of other international hotspots. Instead, the president ripped one of his favorite targets, the free press. At an impromptu news conference in the Oval Office, President Trump's sharp criticism of top U.S. intelligence officials took a strange turn when a reporter asked the president about their disagreement the previous day.
Mr. President, did you talk to your intelligence chiefs today about the displeasure you had with their testimony?
I did, and they said that they were totally misquoted and they were totally, it was taken out of context. They said it was fake news, so. Which frankly
we
didn't
just
surprise
ran
me.
exactly what they said to Congress.
Excuse me. It didn't surprise me at all.
The president was trashing news reports about congressional testimony this week from two leading intelligence officials who directly contradicted Trump's statements on several international hotspots, like the president's optimistic assessment of North Korean leader Kim Jong-un.
The regime is committed to developing a long-range nuclear armed missile that would pose a direct threat to the United States.
And the president's insistence that the destruction of ISIS is imminent.
ISIS is intent on resurging and still commands thousands of fighters in Iraq and Syria.
President Trump responded to that testimony from the two intelligence leaders, whom he, by the way, had appointed, with an insult to their expertise, tweeting, "The intelligence people seem to be extremely passive and naive, and perhaps intelligence should go back to school." As the reporter pointed out in her exchange with President Trump on Thursday, the statements from the intelligence officials were recorded on video during the congressional hearing. Former presidential advisor David Gergen told CNN it appears the president is effectively asking Americans the question, who you going to believe, my statements or your lying eyes and ears?
He went off half-cocked. Our president, the most powerful man in the world, hears things we don't hear and sees things we don't see. That's hardly reassuring.
Minister of Trade.
Now, even the ever-cautious Republican Majority Leader Mitch McConnell repudiated the president today, telling the Senate the threats posed by ISIS and al-Qaeda are global. And then the Senate passed an amendment submitted by McConnell with strong GOP support, calling for U.S. troops to stay in Syria. President Trump is sharply reducing U.S. forces there.